Hey everybody, it's GombaX back at it again with more Momir's Madness. As you can see, we've only got about 19 hours until the final downtime before open beta. It's going to be a relatively lengthy downtime here because they're adding a lot of stuff, tossing Guilds of Ravnica in there, getting ready for an open beta with potentially a pretty large player base at this point. So, let's just get these final games of Momir in while we can. I am probably going to do a batch recording right now, so these next, the next Momir videos uploaded to my channel will obviously be pre-recorded. So I'm on the play here. I think I like doing a 2-drop. But yeah, I will try to get a Momir video up every day this week. Sweet. This is why I like 2-drops. Most of the mana ramp cards in Standard Momir are at 2 mana. Anyways, I'm going to try to get a Magic Arena video up every day this week, so Monday through Friday. Which means I'll have a Momir video Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then on Thursday I will be playing some Guilds of Ravnica, hopefully, if the servers don't just die from how many people are playing. Alright, I'm just going to keep playing drops since I got this mana ramp guy. We're just going to go straight into 4 and hopefully just curve out on our opponent with some larger cards than they have. Because they're going to play a 3 mana card and then I'll play a 5 mana card, and they'll play a 4 and I'll play a 6. Like, I think I am quite a bit ahead just getting a mana ramp card on the play. They got a Weldfast Engineer and a Aether Swooper. So the Weldfast Engineer is a 3/3, but it can buff a artifact creature with +2 power. Aether Swooper can produce a 1/1 when it attacks, but it can't really attack right now since I have my own 3/2 flyer, which is just larger than theirs. Toss down this forest, go for a 5-drop. See what we get. Very nice. Alright, well I'm just going on the aggressive. They can have a 1/1 if they want. So yeah, I am attacking with my only flyer here, so they now have the option to attack with theirs next turn and use their energy to make a 1/1. But yeah, Ridge Scale Tusker is very, very good in Momir, since everything that you're playing is a creature. Like, it's just gonna buff your whole field. Whereas in Limited, it is really good, but sometimes, like, some of your turns have been spent just casting a removal spell or something, so you have less creatures on the board at that point, but nope, the only thing you're doing in Momir is playing dudes. So, Ramunap Hydra, there are no deserts in Momir, there are only basic lands and creatures, so that is a 3/3 Vigilance Reach Trample, which isn't terrible, but it's certainly not good. Alright, so they do decide to go for the Servo, probably because it can be a 3/1 during their turn, which isn't, it's not awful. I'm going to go for a 6-drop here. I have never been hit by Bells and Luck, and I never will. Tempt Fate. That was nerdy as shit, but I gotta state it every time, or I might get hit by Bells and Luck. If I just, like, say Tempt Fate, if I mention Bells and Luck every time, then maybe he'll be too scared to appear, or something like that. Seems reasonable. I probably shouldn't have attacked with the 5/5. I'm getting a little aggressive here. I'm going to kill their Reach Hydra. I guess attacking with the 5/5 got them to not block my 4/3 flyer, so it gets to stay. I don't know. I don't know if that was the greatest attack. I think I'm fine with it since I got to take out the Hydra. Trapjaw Tyrant is incredible in Momir. Whenever it's dealt damage, it just exiles a creature an opponent controls, just period. Yeah, since creature tokens won't come back, they'll just leave forever. So yeah, it looks like I'm not doing anything in terms of ground combat anymore. Hopefully I can get a Meteor Golem, just get rid of their flyer and end it right now. That would be very lucky. If not, anything with flying would be quite good. That's actually kind of awkward. That makes me do 1 less damage to them, so they could just not block at all and survive if they want. They are going to block the 4/4. Alright, they go to 5. So they need a flyer this turn. They still need a flyer. That is not a flyer. It does have lifelink, but it's not going to make it to combat, so I believe we win this game. Yep, there's the concession from our opponents. And there's our first match of Momir for the day. Let's just hop back in. I'm going to be getting a lot of daily rewards during this because I haven't been going for them. Because the account wipe is in a couple days, so there's no reason. Or a couple days, it's actually just in 1 day now. Whenever these events come down, I'm pretty sure that's when the servers come down as well. Versus a Sarkin. I never noticed that his fire that he was spitting out turned into a little dragon. That's adorable. Alright, so we are on the play again. So we get to start playing cards before they do, which is pretty nice. Oh, they're gonna go for 1/1 here. Or a 1-drop. Oh, they got probably the best one. Well, not the best one. The best one's probably like Llanowar Elves or something like that. This one is just very good. It is a 1/2 with Menace, and it gets +1 whenever they discard a card. So it's basically a 2/2 Menace for 1 in this format, which is very good and very aggressive. That is certainly a scary card for them to play. I got a Dusk Legion Zealot, which is good. It's always good to draw a card. That means I can just... I don't have to skip as many creatures to get to 9 mana now. Usually you'd have to skip, I believe, 3 turns if you're on the play. Now I only have to skip 2 because I got that one that lets me draw a card, so... I already skipped turn 1, so I only have to skip 1 more drop for the rest of the game, and I'll still make it to Zakama. Let's discard a card here. We're going to go for 3 mana, discard a Swamp. Gutter Snipe. Okay, that's just a 2/2. I'm just not going to attack. That would just be throwing away my Zealot into their cat for no reason. I'm going to save these back, and I will double block their Menace if they attack with it, because it'll just trade with my 2/2. I will gladly sit here and just stop that Menace guy. Okay, so I'm taking 1 here, but that's fine. Devoted Cropmate, that's just a 3/2. Its ability doesn't really work out. I will go for a 4-drop. I think I'm just going to skip my 6-mana card. I don't like to tempt to Demon Lord Bells and Lock every game. Ooh, Poison Tip Archers. Very, very good. Whenever any creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life. And obviously in Momir, where we're both playing a creature basically every single turn, a lot of creatures are going to die. It's basically all about board combat. So this 3/2 is probably going to get in here. If they want to attack with the cat, I'll let them draw their card. Since this guy has Death Touch, I'll just block. But the 3/2, I will not block. I'll just take it. I'm getting pretty low on life, which is spooky. But we could be fine here. All we need is any decent card, and as you get higher in mana cost, it's a lot easier to get decent cards. Discard a Forest. Like Regisaur Alpha, that's pretty good. Attacking's still bad here. If I attack with a 3/3, they can double block, and I only kill their 1/3. And if I attack with my 2/3, they can double block to kill it, and I would kill both. But I feel like the life drain out of this, whenever any creature dies, is going to end up doing a lot of damage to them. if I can just keep this guy around. And also, this can just block a giant flyer and kill it, which I think is more valuable than taking out a 2-5 and a 1-3. So play a mountain here. Can I just skip? Yeah, this board isn't that terrifying. I'm just going to skip this turn. That way I can just go 7 drop, 8 drop, 9 drop. Of course, any card they get here could be some immense pressure, which would be an issue. See, like, that's a 4-4 flyer. That's pretty bad, but I think now I just have to throw my archer away to kill that, which does suck. I do like the idea of draining them for a bunch of life throughout this game, but at this point we're getting very close to Zakama, so Zakama's just going to be a better win con. Also, Chromium. There's also Chromium. So Chromium is a 7-7 with flying, and I can discard a card to basically make it a 1-1 with hexproof and unblockable till end of turn. So I can save it. If they get a Meteor Golem, I can discard a card to just make sure it lives instead. So Chromium's very good here. Did I have any planes this game? No, I have not drawn any planes. I would like a planes. It is always good to have at least one, so even if you don't have enough mana to shoot stuff once the board gets to a bunch of stuff with like 6 or more power, you can still just get a little bit of value by just gaining life off Zakama. Alright, let's go for our 8 drop. Razaketh would probably be the best 8 drop. We did draw our planes here, which is awesome. Verdant Force and Razaketh are both very good right now, as is the indestructible dinosaur Zakama, I think? No, not Zakama, that's Zatalpa. The names are so similar, they've got some confusing names. I'm just gonna pass here. I don't really like attacking that much. I guess I should have attacked there. But I like to have as big of a board as possible once I get the Zakama down for whatever kind of shenanigans they end up doing. Here's their 7 drop. 5-6 that can get unblockable turn. That's gonna hit me. That sucks. That is gonna hit me for a turn if they want it to. So I'll have to kill that guy. Like, first things first with my Zakama. I think that also makes me glad that I didn't attack, because attacking, they couldn't really do anything by blocking if I attacked, but then they could just attack me for 4 with their flyer, and I would have to trade off my archer, which I think at this point is actually going to do a lot of damage to them since I have Zakama out. So they're going to hit me for a guaranteed 5 here. Do I want to just play this? Yeah, I think I want to use 3 abilities. I can shoot their Serpent for 6, and then something else. Yeah, I'll just play this land. I'm going to use 3 abilities. I don't have the mana yet to kill both the Serpent and the Flyer, so I'll probably just shoot their 3-2 Crop Mate. Or actually, I'll just destroy their artifact creature. That seems pretty good too. So now we're going to see Poison Tip Archer start doing stuff, and this worked out very well for me. The fact that they just dumped all their mana into that. But I guess it's because they're saving up for their Zakama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they have enough for their Zakama now, I think, for next turn. But I can shoot their Zakama with my Zakama, and having Poison Tip Archer, if we just play that game all game, it's going to take a while, but they will die. They will die because I will shoot their Zakama enough times to kill them. Eventually. Three-2 creature. I'm going to do it to the Serpent again. Oops, I auto-paid that time. That's alright. It left red, green, white up, so I still have all my options, which is good. We'll probably destroy their 4-5. Alright, let's destroy an artifact. Kill that 4/5. Okay. Just gonna play a land here. Combat I will send in with my flyer at this point, because now I have the Zakama to block. Probably should have sent in with it last turn as well. Kind of just blanked on that. Oh, I've never actually looked at that artwork. That's really cool. The angels in the sunlight of Bolas's horns there. That's really cool artwork. Okay, so they're going for their Zakama, which does not work out for them how I think they wanted to. Because I can shoot Zakama for 9, and then drain them for 1, and then I can attack with my flyer. They just die if they recast Zakama every turn. So we're gonna go red 1/2. I have to make sure I tap correctly though, so maybe they're just trying to get me to lose to auto tapping or something like that. I'm just not gonna auto tap if I can help it. Alright, we got that game. They saw the inevitability there. I had a flyer that could just keep hitting them. Their flying blockers weren't large enough. I could just keep killing their Zakama. That game was going to end in a turn or two. So on to game 3. On to game 3 in this Momir's Madness event. One of the things that I really hope that they add in future updates to Magic Arena are similar to Hearthstone. I wish that all of the emotes were voiced by the character, because the characters do have some voice acting for when you play their Planeswalker cards or when you pick them as your avatar. I think it would be really cool for each Planeswalker to have their own like hello and their own oops and stuff like that. That would be super, super cool for Card to just be like, hello, fair traveler, or however he speaks. That's a pretty bad draw. That's a 2-mana 1/2. So yeah, our 2-drop was not great, but that's alright. We can deal with it. We are on the play. Being on the play is almost always better, I think. Because you can just get to the larger creatures before your opponent. Luckily, their guys aren't that aggressive, so I can probably just skip turn 3. Save up to play some larger creatures. Both of their creatures only have 1 power, so I'm really under no pressure right now. However, this guy is going to hit me for 1 every turn no matter what, so I'll be hit for 2 here. Alright, now I really need something. We went 0 from 100 on the pressure real quick. This guy is a 3/2, and whenever he attacks, whenever he becomes tapped specifically, target creature can't block this turn, so he can make my 1/2 unable to block. I don't know why I'm playing so many swamps here. I just keep like instinctually thinking of regular Momir, where swamps do matter a lot. I don't think I've ever gotten a card. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten a card in Standard Momir that needed swamps outside of Nightmare, which just has power and toughness equal to the swamps you control, so that card's always going to be bad regardless. They got a 3/3 that I don't think has any abilities that matter in Momir. Nope, it's just a 3/3. So it is nice they didn't get another like highly aggressive creature there. I'm just going to block a 1/2 here. Things are getting rough. I'm down to 12. Okay, let's play a land that matters. Let's play a Plains in case I get any lifelink triggers, or a Zakama later. That is a 5/4. That's pretty nice, but they can make it unable to block, which is super rough. That 3/2 is a major problem, so I'm going to double block their 3/2 with my 1/4 and my 1/2. The 3/2 will just trade for a 1/2 at that point, and I'll actually be able to block with my 5/4 for the rest of the game. Oh, shit. Okay, so now they can trade for my Padim instead. They can trade for my 1/4. Actually, wait, no. No, they can't do that because... yeah, it doesn't have meta, so I can just block with the 1/1 at this point. I can block their 1/1 with my 1/3. I get to kill 2 things this way. I do take a decent chunk of damage here, which sucks, but I get rid of multiple cards off the board, which is what I need to do. I am under a lot of pressure here, so I have to play a 6-drop. Praise be to Demon Lord Belzenlock. Alright, he didn't show up. Every time, man. I never get the Demon Lord. Sad. Can I just get, like, killed by a Demon Lord once before the account wipes? That would be beautiful. Before they add even more 6-drops to Momir and it becomes less likely. I actually kind of feel left out. I've never lost a game to Demon Lord Belzenlock. What is going on? He does not like me at all, which is fair. I'm going to discard this Plains, because I will be dropping an Island in case I get a Gear Seeker Serpent or something. That's pretty nice. My, for the most part, that was an upside. My Fire Elemental's a little smaller, but the rest of my team's bigger. So that's cool. They're at 7, so next turn I'll be at 8. If I can manage to skip next turn. So if their 7-drop really sucks. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, is that how it's supposed to work? Each creature you control... That's not how it's supposed to work, I don't think. Your toughness isn't lowered because of the damage you've taken, is it? Is that how it works? I never knew that. I thought that it was just a 4/6 with 3 damage on it, not a... It doesn't just, like, become a 4/3 until end of turn. Like, I think their powers are still supposed to be... I don't know. If anybody knows that, for sure, if anybody knows that those rules lawyery type things, that would be very cool to know. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this for. So I have 2 6/6s to block theirs, and then I can block that with these 2. So yeah, I'm gonna save up for Zakama. Saving up for Zakama. If you can't beat him, join him. Still not a huge Zakama fan, but that is clearly the best thing to do in this situation. If I can get a guaranteed Zakama, I'm gonna get a guaranteed Zakama. Oh, now I can't. Oh, wait a sec, I'm an idiot. I was supposed to just play that land. I don't know why I didn't. I guess we're just going... They're going for 7s, I'll go for 8s. Well, hello there. You're quite a nice card, aren't you? Sorry, my brain's not working great. I don't remember if I played a land for turn last turn or not. I don't know what happened there. I think I did. I think I wasn't that stupid. I think I played my land for turn and then just didn't... I'm not entirely sure. And then just didn't discard. So they got a Derrygaz here, which is super awkward. Normally this wouldn't be a problem at all, but Derrygaz is bugged. I mean, well, it is still kind of a problem, because they can hit me for 5. Normally I can just block this Derrygaz and kill it with my first strike damage. But, I don't know what's going to happen with Derrygaz because he's bugged. So this has Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible, and it has basically 8 power. So I will go to combat and swing in and see what happens. They cannot kill it. It is indestructible. If they block with both their creatures just die. If they don't block at all, they take 16. Seems very good. Belligerent Brontodon helping Zatalp out a lot. Oh, dang. Wait, what? End turn? What? What? Okay, there we go. Now the damage happened. That took a while. Let's play another 8-drop. Yeah, because Zakama's not actually that good on this board, I'm realizing. It's a big reach dude, which is nice, but all their dudes have 6 toughness. They got their 7-drop. It is 7/7 trample. This Verdant Force is going to make sure nothing on the ground messes me up. They can hit me for 5. They're saying good game, so I think there's... Okay, they're scooping. That was a weird game. My brain messed up a couple times. I don't know if I... Just that one turn. I don't know if I played a land. I'll have to look back at it. Sometimes my brain gets confused. As with everyone, I'm sure, but... Probably happens to me more often, because I'm kind of an idiot. So that is 3 wins down. No losses. See if we can't 5-0 this Momir. Versus a Jace. Alright. Opponent is on the play. I like these games a lot, because I feel a lot less pressure in a game like this to just poop out a Zakama. To save my mana to make sure I can Zakama. Because if it's going to become a Zakama game, if you're on the draw, then their Zakama's just going to beat you if they have 3 mountains. Because their Zakama just eats yours. So, in a game like this, I can just play pure, unfiltered Momir and just play random cards. See what happens. Wow, opponent is getting the defensive board. I guess. Is a 2-drop even going to help? I mean, I could get a Mana Dork, so... Could get a Mana Dork. That's not a Mana Dork. That's a 2/1 flash. Another arena exclusive card. Human Rogue. How is that not a pirate? Look at it. It's on a pirate ship. Okay, so they have the defensive start, so they're just going to start skipping cards now. I'm just going to keep trying to get a flyer or something to get through this mess. They can make one of their creatures unblockable with that Suspicious Bookcase as well, so it's actually a really good card to get. The Suspicious Bookcase. Well, that was a pretty good card to get. I can hit him for some damage or get rid of a wall. There's no reason to attack with the 2/1. I'll just save it back in case they get their own haste creature. Alright, and I will be playing a 4-drop next turn. It is possible I get some energy. There's like a 4-mana 2/4 that gives you 2 energy. Just some stuff like that. That could be a really good draw right now, because it would let me keep my Hellion out another turn. And maybe convince them to block with one of their walls. They got a flyer before me. So they've got a flyer and the double wall start. So I'm pretty spooked. Let's drop a 4-drop. Come on, Aether Herder or something like that. Hey, Oasis Ritualist is a card. That is not bad at all. That's very good. So that gives me 1 mana whenever I tap it. Or 2 mana if I exert it. So I could play a 7-drop next turn, theoretically, if I want to. That might not be terrible. Got a Crested Herd Caller, so they've got a bunch of 3 toughness stuff, so if I get like a Chaos Maw, that'd be super dope. So if I go 7-drop this turn, next turn I play a 6-drop, and then the turn after that I play a 9-drop. So I will... That sounds fine. That sounds like a pretty good curve. 7, 6, 9? Let's do that. We're going to play a 7-drop. Discard the forest, actually. 7/7 can block 2 creatures each combat. Alright. That's pretty nice. That kind of stops their ground force. Now I can just block both of their 3/3s. Wrath is just gonna hit me, though. Wrath. Capation Ship's Mage. Oh, no, Wrath Capation. His last name is Capation. Capation? Capation? Probably Capation. It's a weird, confusing name. Alright. Let's get Demon Lord Bells unlocked! Come on. Do it, big boy. Damn it. It never happens. 5/5 Flying Vigilance is super good. All my creatures have Vigilance now. If I attack with the 7/7, I would just trade with their 4/6. Kind of like it to block here. Kind of like it blocking more than trading off with their 4/6. Their 4/6 isn't that scary when I have a 7/7 to block. Oh shit. Well, that's really scary. I might just die. I might just be dead. So all of their stuff does double damage now. If I don't die this turn, though, I've got a good chance of... Ooh! Looks like I don't die this turn. Okay, I think I got a good chance of coming back. Sorry, trying to move my chair around. It's getting stuck on the desk and everything. Alright. Yeah, I think I have a pretty good chance at recovery if I just drop a Zakama right now. Again, they have like a super duper scary turn here. Nine. There he is. I don't think I want to attack. Yeah, I need everything to block because all their shit does double damage. I'm going to need to kill that 4/4 immediately as soon as I have the chance. They're playing a 7-drop. They got a Sifter Worm. That's pretty nice. 7/7 trample. The scry doesn't matter at all. But it's a 7/7 trample. It's a little worse than my 7-drop. Because it can't block 2 creatures, but blocking isn't really relevant for our opponent. Alright, well, this has become the Zakama game. I'm just going to pass turn. We've got the mana out. We're going to shoot their guy that does damage. If they don't attack this turn, I'm just going to start eating up their board. These are our last few times to screw around with Zakama and just destroy everything. So let's have fun with it while we can. You will still be able to get a Zakama in Arena Momir after this, but there will be there will be 2 more 9-drops, so it's not just guaranteed. Oh, my guy's exerted. Oops. That's fine. That's fine. I forgot my guy's exerted, so I can only do this twice here. Okay, he's not exerted anymore, so now I can just do it a shit ton. We're just gonna pass again. I could attack them for 5 in the air. They need like a Meteor Golem at 7. That's pretty good. All their dinosaurs are larger. I don't really think it affects much at this point. The Zakama's out. I have 1,000,000 mana. Don't see what they can do here. Definitely want to get rid of that bookcase. Actually, oh my god. My opponent could have killed me last turn. Not the turn that just happened, the turn before that. My opponent could have killed me. They could have used the bookcase on their 7/7, so their 7/7 couldn't be blocked and then just swing in. Then they do... Well, I could shoot their 4/4, so then they do 7 to me. And then they could do it again next turn. Maybe they couldn't have. Maybe I had the mana to stop that. I probably did, actually. But I would have tried if I had thought of it and I was my opponent, but I didn't think of it until just now, so who knows. Alright, we're killing their wall. Yeah, I mean... To save all this mana, I'm gonna need to shoot that 5/5. Probably start gaining some life as well. We've got a Nezahal, that doesn't really do anything. They don't have any maximum hand size. That's basically all it does. If they happen to draw a whole bunch of cards, they will be fine. Alright. Zakama says hello. Zakama does that thing that he does in Arena Momir, which is end 50% of the games. Alright. Play another mountain. Get in there. See what they get. Tishana, Voice of Thunder. That is an awkward one. They get to draw a bunch of cards, but if you play a Tishana with no cards in hand, then she just dies. Alright. Zakama, the No Fun Police. Woo! I think I can kill them this turn. If I just kill their other creature here. Then they only have 2 blockers. I just attack with everybody. Alright, play land, combat. Get in there. Zakama did it again. Alright, that is 4-0 so far. This has been a very good Momir run thus far. On to hopefully the final game, if not, one of the final 2. Opponent is on the play. So they get to cast larger cards before us. Well, not cast, you know what I mean. Put them onto the board. Create a token. They're going for 1-drops. And they got that same wall as our last opponent. Alright. Not a terrible start. If I get a 2/2 flyer, it's just blanked. If I get anything with 2 power, it's just blanked for a while. Come on, Suspicious Bookcase. Nope. It is another very defensive card, though. Whenever you get a Sun Cleanser, it's almost always best to just say your opponent can't get counters. That way they can't get any energy. Which makes ever getting any kind of energy card very bad for your opponent. Oh, so Seeker Squire, so I draw a card. Pretty nice. Lets me get up to higher mana costs. It's also a 1/2, so I can block their 1/4 and just not take any damage yet. Here comes the 3-mana 0/5 wall. Come on. Nope. It is more aggressive. It is a 3/3, and whenever they exert any creature, they get to deal 1 to me and gain 1, which is pretty nice. Discard a plains here. I've got a lot of them. That is a 3/2. That's probably just going to block their 3/3 if they want to attack. If not, I'm not really in a position to attack into their field. And it seems like our opponent is not trying to save up the cards to play as a comma. They'll have to skip a lot of turns to do that. So I'm not... Oh, no. Oh, that is a lethal card right there. We need to get a way to get rid of that very soon. Otherwise, they can make a knight every turn, and then they can just start destroying all our creatures. Card is very value. Plus, yeah, since they can just start making knights off that every turn, they don't need to keep playing cards, so they can save their cards in hand in order to discard later for even higher mana costs. Ariel seems pretty sick. Yeah, still not attacking. Still not attacking. Now I would just be sacrificing them into this Ariel. Right now they have... they could destroy a creature with power 0 or less. Is this guy a knight? It's a human warrior. Alright, they don't have any knights yet. What are they doing? What are they doing? I suppose they don't want to just spend all their mana on making knights, I guess. Maybe Ariel is a little worse than I'm giving her credit for. They do have to skip turns to get the knights to start doing anything, and they need a lot of knights to do anything with it. I just remember her being very, very good in Limited. Alright. So they're going to trade off with my 3/3 here. I blocked that way. I guess they wanted to trade off with the 1/2 instead. Well, that's nice. I blocked that way because if I blocked with the 1/2 and the 3/2, it would still die, but they would kill 2 of my creatures instead of 1. Yeah, this guy's good in that I can sack other creatures to pump him up, but I don't think that he's enough better that he's worth both of my other creatures. And certainly the way they decided to do damage worked out for me pretty well. Tachiova is incredible in this format. You're playing a land every turn once you get Tachiova. Because you can play a land, draw a card. You're basically drawing 2 cards a turn, which means you can play a land and discard a card every turn. So yeah, Tachiova is sick. We're still very much not in a position to attack. They have multiple 3-power creatures now. They also have a 1/4 to just block whatever they don't want to deal with right now. So I've got a 4/4 Hexproof. I think since I have Tachiova, I really want to play around with Tachiova. I'm not going to tempt the whole Demon Lord Belzenlock thing right now. I do want to get hit by a Belzenlock before this ends, but not right now. So I'm just going to go for a 5-drop and save 1 mana up to make him a 5/5 if I want to. I really like the position I'm in this game. Tachiyova is just insane. -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. I think a 5/4 is a lot more relevant than a 3/2 right now, so I'll just make my 3/2 a 2/1. Because they have 2 creatures over there with 3 power, so having something with 4 toughness is pretty nice. Just for blocking purposes, they're going for a 6-drop. They've got a 4/3 flying. That is quite good. It's quite good. Need something with reach or flying pretty soon here. Luckily, I have the ground troops, and Tachiyova is going to keep gaining me life. Yeah, I can play a card and a land every turn. That's just sick. Seven-drop is a Gearseeker Serpent. That's very nice for later. I don't think I want to really skip any turns of playing cards, though, since I have Tachiyova to fuel my plays. Marionette Master. Certainly pretty exciting. Okay, they're just going to go for a 4/6. Alright, and if they get any artifacts, that thing's just going to start draining me. Taking 4 here. Time to go for an 8-drop. Hoping for a Zatalpa or a Razaketh. We got a Slinvoda. He's very loud, but he's also just an 8/8. So I'm getting hit by this flyer one more turn, and then I'll have a Zakama out with 1,000,000 mana and a Tachiyova. So I can just keep playing small cards while I'm doing stuff with Zakama. They got another flyer, which is really good on this board, but it won't be once there is a Zatalpa on this board. Or Zakama. I cannot remember which is which for the life of me. Zakama is the 9-mana one. Right? Zatalpa's the white one, I think. Alright, here he is. Your boy is here. To block your flyers and start shooting your field to death. He has reach, which is pretty easy to miss, unfortunately. There's an oops from our opponent. For flying haste. They're saying good game, so I think the scoop is coming. Alright, well, good game back. I will just play a 1-drop, save all my mana. I guess they're not going to scoop. There's always a chance that they get something. Oh, they're just going for it? They're just doing the best they can at this point? Well, I'll block the 4/4, the 4/6, the 4/4, the 3/3, the 2/2, 3/1, the other 3/3, and I'll block the 1/4 as well, and I'll shoot their flyer that's going to damage me here. Alright. And there is the scoop. So that was another Momir's Madness event, another 5-0. Doing very good in this format. Ooh, I got a mythic rare that's going to be wiped off my account in approximately a day. That was a very loud one too. That bone dragon wanted to make a lot of noise. I got another mythic rare, Overflowing Insight, and a Fiery Cannonade. Well, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all again tomorrow for more Momir's Madness. See ya. Can't find a turn off. There's the turn off button.